Hey, I'm Bec Laughton and you're watching the AU Review.
Welcome back to Sydney.
Thank you.
You've got a show at the Beresford tonight.
I do.
What can we expect from the show?
The show at the Beresford tonight is going to be cheeky as always. There's a lot of dancing. On the side, I'm a dance teacher, so obviously my show is going to involve a lot of wriggling on stage, I suppose.
And maybe handstands.
Maybe handstands. I got asked to do a handstand at a radio interview yesterday, which went down well. I have an injury on my left knee now, which is going to hinder the dancing, but perhaps I actually told that radio interviewer to come, and if she is there, she's going to heckle me to handstand on stage, which I'm hoping happens. If I knock over mic stands, that's not a problem.
Fantastic, and this isn't the first show of the tour. It's been going for a little while now. You've taken on many other cities in Australia. How has the tour gone?
The tour has been awesome. Yeah, we've done Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne. Melbourne was really, really fun. I love Melbourne. Toowoomba. We did Toowoomba, of all places. Sunny Coast, Gold Coast. Oh no, haven't done Gold Coast yet. Getting ahead of myself. It's been really, really cool.
And tell us a little about the band that you've got touring with you.
Yeah, it's a new lineup. New drum and bass player, which has been cool. We've got Graham Ritchie on bass, who plays for Emma Louise as well, and he is fantastically tall, as well as fantastically good at the bass xylophone. Sasha K on drums, who's just a madman. I've just got some crazy jazz trained players in the band, so when they play soul, it's awesome, but they can also just chop off in jazz as well, which is really cool.
Fantastic. And some of them worked on your record with you as well.
Yes. Yes. Graham has produced 2 of the new tracks that we're releasing on the new EP, which is really, really cool. He's a genius. Absolute genius.
How did you come to work with him? Obviously the Brisbane scene is small, but...
Yeah, well, Graham and I actually went to uni together. Yeah, so he's a university pal. Back in the day, we were doing oral studies and music theory together at the Conservatorium in Queensland.
And... he produced 2 of the tracks, and who'd you work with for the rest?
Another producer called Bore, who is like a new house / disco dance DJ, and he's done a lot of awesome things. And we did, I think the first single we'll do, the main single is his track. And actually it's mainly those 2.
And how do you find they complemented one another in terms of what the result was on the EP?
Yeah, it's really good. Bore's stuff is kind of really old school dance funk, and then Graham's stuff is really kind of experimental, new, really edgy. So it was just like a nice combination. There's also a remix by Tyler Touche, who you might know is quite big on Triple J. He did a remix of the main track as well, which is just makes you happy. It's just it's like a dance remix that you just can't help but smile and feel sunshine when you listen to it.
After this tour, what's next for you?
After this tour, it's Christmas, and then we release the new EP, which is... This whole tour has just been a teaser for the new EP, so pretty excited about getting that out there at last.
So yeah, tell us when it's coming out and how we'll be able to get our hands on it when it does.
It comes out... We haven't got an exact date yet, but first thing next year, so probably January, unless there's hiccups, which there's always room for hiccups, isn't there? But probably January, and you'll be able to buy... it online on iTunes is probably the best way, or at shows.
Fantastic. And indeed, you mentioned that this tour is serving as a teaser for it. How are you finding the songs are being received?
Yeah, awesome. There's actually depends what you're playing as to what songs go down the best. The single is a hit everywhere, but there's this real cheeky song that I wrote. It sounds real happy, but it has really dark lyrics. Some of the bridge is I love you so much, I want to break both your legs so you can't walk away from my arms. But I sing it with a smile, and I sang it at the Paris Cat in Melbourne, which is the clientele's mixed. There's lots of young people as well as older people, because it's a cabaret kind of jazz venue. Yeah. And these older people, I just remember looking at them in the front row and they're going, what is she singing? But by the end of the song, I completely had them up and dancing. So I won them over. But at first, they were like, this girl is crazy. Yes, she is.
Well, can't wait for you to get your EP out there. Hope the rest of the tour goes well.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Awesome.